let's talk about hoes. Hoes, and hoes. Why you keep buying hoes? That's what we're talking about. Why the police is sitting on the side of the road? See, they don't know I got this car right now. They don't know I got a new car. I know all the police in the town I'm in. But that's okay. They'll find out. Hoes. What's a hoe? Everyone, whenever someone talks about a hoe, they're just thinking about a female in a sense. A certain type of woman. It's not what a hoe is. That's just what most people have been programmed to think, because that is an embodiment of what a hoe is. That's just one example. People are buying hoes every day. That's the problem. People can't stop buying these hoes. They're just giving the money to all these hoes. What is a hose? A hoe? We'll go in a few different ways. Hose, like hose that water comes out of at your house. It's water, feminine energy. It is giving you disgusting water because it is going through a hose, regardless of where you are getting that water from. All the bacterium in that hose. They tell you not to drink out of hose simply because it's coming out of the hose. It has nothing to do with the tap water. Because it's dirty. That's the thing. It's dirty. It's sleazy. It's destroying the water too, because putting it through these tubes at a very high pressure, which is destroying the molecules of the water, and it's exploding everywhere, and there's no formation. It's not organized anymore. You lost the charging that the earth does to the water. That's the same thing that happens when you bring water out of the faucet in your house. That's why they have you take a shower, because it's just absolutely, there's no organization in the water, as opposed if you were to fill a bath, let it sit, let it settle, put some oils in it, maybe some essential oils, maybe put some crystals or something in it, get it on the right vibration for yourself, get it on the right organization and charging for what you're going to do. Maybe you want to play some music to charge it correctly. There's a lot of things you can do when you're working with a body of water, but when it's being thrown out of the pipe, it's a hoe, because it's just everywhere. It's just trying to give anything to everyone. Just take it. I'm broken, just take it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to use myself. This is the same thing the hoes do, because they're selling sex. They don't know how to use their sex. They don't know that all they are is sexual energy. They're just selling sex. It's not, you can do it that way. You can. But it's a very degrading way to do it for yourself in a physical manner. If you can mentally overcome that, that's one thing, but those are physical scars that most people's minds cannot work past. So let's move on from that. What else is a hoe? A hoe, just very simple. What do you do in your garden? You take a hoe and you make a hole. You dig up the ground. Like a backhoe is a big machinery that digs big ass holes. So a hoe makes a hole. Which a hole is a hole. But I'm not going to play the whole game, but you can link that into here later. So you got the hoe and you got the hole. So the hoe adds an L because it's making an angle. It's making a new angel. It's bringing something out of the ground. It's literally bringing you somewhere that didn't exist before. Because underground, like under what you are standing on doesn't exist until you decide to dig it up. But then you got to deal with the repercussions of digging a hole. Because if you dig yourself into a hole, H-O-L-E, you're going to be in darkness. It's going to have some physical ramifications on you, because it's like being in a cave. But down, looking up. And this up and down game that people play, they'll feel like they're stuck in the hole. Like they can't get out, like they fell in a hole. And they're going to be engulfed in darkness. Now, you can mentally get over this by playing the whole game and changing it all around. But for simplicity of this video, a hoe makes a hole. So if a hoe makes a hole, the same thing as happens with when you use your hose. When you go and buy hose, when you go and buy sex, you are digging yourself into a hole because you are just giving away your energy. Because it's all your energy. It's all your energy. No matter how much we want to say we're wasting all the earth's resources, it's really your resources when it comes down to it. Which is why people are so into fixing the economy, because it's really about fixing themselves. They just don't realize it in that way. But that's really what it's about, because you are the economy. I got a whole video on that. So, Core, what are you talking about these hoes though? What do you mean we're all buying hoes out here? How is that possible? I'm not out here buying sex on the corner. Oh, they're on the corner too? What? Oh, what is the corner? The corner where death resides? The hole? Why is the hoe on the corner? Why is it on the angle? The L? Why is the hoe on the L? What's she doing out there? She's using sexual energy to create new manifestations and worlds and visions that she doesn't even realize out of what she is doing. Either of them. People don't realize the creative things that they do every day. They don't realize the infiniteness of their magical capabilities and all of the artistic representations of themselves coming out in every direction at every moment. Every direction at every moment. You're omnidirectional creating. It's the only way you can create. We just focus on one thing at a time. Really, it's everywhere. This is wireless technology right here. This is free energy right here. It's going everywhere for most people. They can't focus it enough to really even see that they're doing it because it's just going everywhere. If you can focus that energy, just think of what you can do with it. You might be able to shoot an energy ball out of your hands. You might be able to charge someone up just by touching them. Someone might be, I'm so drained. You're just gonna put your right hand on them and put your left hand on. You gotta put it in the right places, and you're gonna cycle energy through them, and they're gonna be, oh wow, I feel amazing, because it's not just about charging them. It's about getting rid of the energy that they have so that you can cycle in some clean energy, and then you gotta process that bad energy. Green Mile. You guys ever seen the Green Mile? What's the Michael? Whatever the guy's last name is. The big dude, a big American Indian, who he sucks the negativities or the bad or the viruses out of people. Like, he brought that rat back to life because he just loves life. He loves seeing life. He doesn't care about his life. He wants to see other people live. That's the whole thing, because he's given himself. He's literally killing himself to allow other people to live. This is what we do every day out here. Those are the things that you don't see behind the scenes. You don't see us dragging across the floor. On our deathbed, we're rebuilding ourselves because we just gave all our energy to everyone to help them cycle out the bad blood that they have so that they can have a new lease on life. So that's all that it is. That's the only way you can change, that you can truly have an effect on someone's life, is to truly make them a part of yours. A large part of yours. So they can feel it. Anyway, so how are we all buying hoes? How are we all buying hoes? It's the products. The products that the corporations are putting out. It's all of the technological gadgets. It's this phone that I hold in my hand. I used to buy hoes all the fucking time. That's all I would do. I had every new iPhone. Hoe is right in the phone. It's phony. The telephone. You're talking to your hoe. I'm holding the hoe right now, except I treat the hoe with respect. I don't abuse it anymore like I used to. I used to abuse my use of hoes. But we as shamans, we need to use these things, these technological hoes, to get other people out of the hole. The hole that they have put themselves into, most people will not find the way out by themselves. They need assistance, whether they seek it or whether it just appears in front of them and they take hold of it. Either way, most of us need assistance because we don't have the mental prowess, the mental movement to be able to see ourselves in a different place and then manifest there. That's the easiest way to get out of a hoe. It's all, you just gotta be, it's mind over matter. It's that simple. But people are so stuck in the matter of fact. But does it really matter? They're so stuck in it that they don't see that their mind is actually engulfing the matter that they're stuck in, that they can actually just step outside of that matter, that hoe. Because a hoe is stuck in physicality. If you can get out of physicality, you can supersede the hoe. You can stand above, in a sense, the hoe. You can see what the hoe is doing without you being subjected to what it's doing. So you can use it. You can, in a sense, control it. But it's really not control. It's more of organizing and guiding it along. It's like parenting. It's like the same thing. You're not trying to control the kid. If you try to control the kid, they're gonna go crazy. You just have to guide them. You just have to you see them going too far in one direction, you put your arm out as a bumper so that they hit it and then go back the other way, and then you see what happens from there. That's why when you go bowling and kids go bowling, they use bumpers, because the ball just needs a little bit of assistance to get down to the alley and hit those pins. Because they aren't on their focus yet. They don't have that straight line vision yet where they can just throw it or curve it and spin it right into there. That comes with experience. And as they walk through the guidance of your arms, your mind, they will gain that experience and they'll be able to do it for themselves. So, there's the point of this video really is just that hoes aren't what people think they are. Now, I threw a lot of other stuff into this video. I made a lot of excellent, I gave a lot of excellent information in this video, but why I originally started it was to make the point that a hoe isn't what people think it is. It is something completely different. It is things that, it's something that's mass-produced. Let's put it that way. If there's something that's mass-produced, it's a hoe, because it's out there everywhere, sleeping with everyone. It's creating with everyone in different ways. That's why these corporations mass-produce their products, because that's how they create a lot of energy to them, which we see it in the form of money. They see it in the form of their products being out there, so they're gonna keep rolling. They're bankrolling. And so we need to get back to artistic things that are singular, one of a kind. Like you're one of a kind. You are artistic piece, and we should be making artistic pieces off of ourselves. Things that are one of a kind, just like all my videos, they're one of a kind. People can't reproduce this shit because this is me. This is coming straight out of me. People who draw, people who paint, people who make music, people who do any artistic, creative output. That's what we need to be consuming. We should be making one-of-a-kind technology gadgets. There shouldn't be mass-produced. This should be one-of-a-kind. We should all have how to create a phone should be such common knowledge that anyone can do it, and they can do it in the way that they see fit. that they artistically feel is the way to go, not how these corporations are putting out there, because that's how they want you, so that you get sucked into their system, into their doctrine, to their agreement. No, it's not how we do it. We want to be artistic in everything we do. But the problem is people see the price on art as so inflated. Like, what? $1 million for a painting? It's value. It's the value of art. Especially when that's all that you have to link back to the person that created it. This art, that's all you got then. It's one of a kind. That is special. And you're going to try to put a price on that even? You're fucking crazy. That's valueless. But since we're playing this game of money, we're going to put a value on it, and it's going to be so inflated over what anything mass produces. The masses are really the masters. If they would rise up and see that they are Jesus on the cross. Jesus Christ. Anything mass produced is not of value. I mean, this phone is fucking $1,000. I mean, they ain't messing around when they're starting to charge for these things. Though, but that ain't nothing. People think that's a lot, though. That's crazy. That ain't nothing. That's how much people get in a fucking... Like, that should at least... You better be getting at least that much in one of your paychecks. That ain't nothing. This ain't shit. It's just people don't know how to organize their affairs and their energy, their money, to see like, oh, fucking $1,000. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. People out here pinching pennies, not knowing that the copper is worth more than the fucking penny. Why do you think they ain't made out of copper anymore? Made out of fucking zinc. But if you'll go out there and get a bunch of pennies from before, 1982 or something? What the hell? This cart's going across the lane. Melt those down, you got a bunch of copper that's worth more than those pennies were originally. A lot more. Because copper is a creative instrument. You can create a lot out of copper. And a penny is mass produced, so a penny is only worth a penny. It's only worth what it is, no matter what. And the value of it has went down, 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 because the dollar is just mass produced, because it ain't creative. That's not creative currency. Creative currency is art. It's trade. Let's make something. Let's make some kind of jewelry and trade it. Let's get some beads or something. Let's trade those. Let's do something of actual creative value that's coming out of our consciousness, our spirit, and flowing out purely. And we're not just throwing this out of our pipe everywhere. We're just not doing that. We're consciously sending our seeds into the correct directions so that they can facilitate the experience that we desire for us and everyone else that we see fit in our existence. So stop buying hoes. And when I say that, I really don't mean stop buying hoes. Just stop buying into the system that the hoes are a part of. Use them for your advantage. Whatever kind of hoe that is, use it for your advantage. But do not allow it to suck your creative possibility out of you. Don't allow it to take your magic from you, because that is exactly what these devices are doing. They're limiting what you can do, and they're trying to scare you that all this 5G and all this new technology, this wireless technology coming out, is going to kill you. No, it's only going to kill you if you allow it to. You can supersede all this. You're above all of it. You're around all of it. You're under all of it. You are infinite. That is only going to go so far. You can go past it. Like, literally, you can just walk outside of where it actually is if you wanted to, in a physical way, but you can mentally get outside of it as well. And this goes with anything. So use everything as you need to produce your creative experiences that you desire to manifest. If you ain't doing that, where the fuck are you focusing at?